All right, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm having a little bit too much fun with this, and before I show it on stream, I did want to make a video out of it as well. So welcome back to another video of 7 Deadly Sins Origin, you guys. My name is Bladecifer, or Blade for short. Either way, we have this team on the right that is immensely destructive. I've just been having some fun doing a little bit of randomness here, and I think I've come down to one of my fastest clearing Orgot ever. And when I mean one of my fastest, I mean a 30-second clear, and that is solo here, you guys. So if we go ahead and check it right here, we have 30 seconds and 68 milliseconds that we have right here, and I believe this is easily done if I just don't mess it up. So I want to show it on video. I was messing around trying to do it. It's usually between like 35 seconds and 30 that I usually can hit this. So we're gonna get into doing it. I'm gonna show off exactly how this works, how the team does work as well, and exactly what you got to do. So I'm gonna have some dang fun with this. I don't think I've been so happy to really see this here. Now, granted, the time that's really taking you is the time that you get there, because the time is already clicking on you. So you do have to be rather quick if you want to do this the right way. Let's go ahead and do this. Pop this, cancel out that, swap in, top this here, do this, and now we're gonna use this. Boom. We have our double combined ult, which immediately gives us our burst. Press Q and then tap E. And oh my god, you just see the damage flooding in. And holy crap, it's so cool. We're at 36 seconds, and I know for a fact I can get even quicker than that. This is oh my gosh. This is honestly funny. This is honestly funny. Because I didn't think you could just naturally do this until today, and I'm pretty positive we can get it down lower. This is a 30-second clear, 36-second clear, and I think we can definitely get it down lower. And let's just go about explaining it. So first things first here, one of the main things you do want to do if you are going to try and just clear this ahead of time, or at least just want to have some fun and flex a little bit of your time period, is charge up your ult outside of the dungeon. You want to make sure you're able to easily get up the what's it called? You want to make sure you're able to get the ultimate up itself here, which if you're able to go ahead and do that, which is going to come down from just charging ultimates here on different bosses, you're already set. You need at least, I think, 5 charges in order to do their combination ult here, which the combination ult is going to provide you, obviously, your burst. That's going to be the main thing that we're looking at. But I'll go into heavy descriptive first. The team is going to be Daisy, Manny, as well as Slater with Meliodas. Now, before everyone calls this out, I have seen some videos, I think, that can do it in like 40 seconds or something like that. And it's at P5 or something. So it is pretty darn cool to do it, at least at the P5 area. You just want to have a 30-second clear, but at the same time, my Meliodas is not fully done here. What this really does go over, you want to make sure Daisy is on her book, because she is going to be doing all your stunning. She also gives a decent crit buff, which is going to come from this, which is very nice to actually use, because on the off chance when you do have the shocking street lamps on here, it increases your attack speed, which will come into play when doing the rest of your combo. So obviously get street lamps down, that's going to do the shocking, build up the shock bar, get this up, you get crit damage off rip, right? So that's already going to be a lovely pair. Then you're going to end up swapping to Manny, who's going to be on staff. It doesn't matter what staff you're going with here. Technically, this one isn't doing anything because we have to activate the burst to actually help out Manny herself. But needless to say here, we swapped to Manny. Obviously, we're going to go ahead and get our increased damage due to actually using combined ults themselves. But we have the Draco Priestess, which gives us crit damage by 30%, which is absolutely amazing too. And then if we use the punishment, obviously, we're just resulting into a critical hit, getting some extra damage off of it. Technically, you don't have to do that, but I just do it out of a freaking spite now at this point. It's kind of one of the things that I probably could chip some of the time on down, but Priestess Blessing, this is the main thing that you're looking for, because it gives you a 30% extra crit damage factor. Then you're going to end up swapping to Slater. Slater is going to be this medium that allows you to absolutely just crank up your damage even more so, especially if you're using his axe, because the whole thing is he can proc a bleed on this said axe. Well, if you fully charge it, it decreases the enemy's crit resistance by 20%, which by going ahead and decreasing this as well, this is automatically going to help you out a lot. And your crit damage is going to be increased once again by 30% as long as the enemy is bleeding. So this is going to help out a lot no matter what you're doing here, just to chunk down a little bit of HP. And then the magic happens with Meliodas, where all you need to do is sit here, press his Q, or at least, well, first press the combined ult, which is obviously going to give you your darkness burst, allowing you to deal some craziness here, and press Q and E. Now, if you're a person who is not at P5 for Meliodas, you have to do QQE, and obviously it is going to take a little bit more time. But if you're a person who's at P5 and above, you press that Q button one time and then you press the E button, and oh my god, you deal freaking godly damage, and it's freaking awesome. It's actually insanely cool to do. So there are a lot of things that come into factor here. Another thing, if you wanted to boost up yourself, if you're able to get a back attack quick enough as well, this Grimoire is going to help you out because it then decreases the crit resistance by 40%. But that's just if you want to do that, such and so forth. You can knock yourself out trying it, but that could help. But with everything here, my gear isn't even crazy. Like for Manny, we got, of course, her engraved. She doesn't have anything crazy on her. For Slater, he just has some random stuff on. Of course, my Meliodas has some things, but as you can see, normal skill damage is at 9%. Even if we take just for the weapon here, it doesn't even have normal skill damage on it. So I have lots of room to work on that character himself. And none of this stuff really helps out my Meliodas besides the all elements attack. That kind of helps, but it is pretty low stuff. I think even Daisy, she's missing her stuff. This is actually a set effect that was meant to be on my Dradron that I upgraded specifically for him when I was trying to do a video for him. That didn't work out well, so I just threw it on her for the time being until she gets her engravement set, in which, as you can see, it's not really doing too much for them as well. But this is fun. This is fun. Potential wise, everyone is pretty low. I think Manny's my only P5, which you can do it at P4. As for Slater, he's my P5 as well, but SR character. And then we have my Millie, who's really, really high. This is awesome. This is freaking crazy. I didn't think it was really possible to clear out this quickly. And I'm going to start experimenting a little bit more with certain teams. So y'all are going to probably see a lot more videos that are going to be me doing experimentations and stuff like that to really try out a lot of these characters. But before we close out, I want to do one more run. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how I end up charging my ult pretty much. It's pretty simple. Just find any bosses you really want to find. And we're going to go to Big Moss here because I did bully him earlier. He should be back respawn here. Let's do this, pop this on over. All right, so now we pretty much got our charge ready. And technically what I'm doing right here is what you would technically be doing on the other boss, but we're gonna not really use that way. I don't really want to use my ult anyway, so I'm just gonna basic attack him. And now we have all our ults. So now, once we go ahead and go to boss challenge, go back in here. Hopefully we can do a little bit quicker because that one was a little bit sluggish when I did it the last time. I hope I can do it a little bit faster so you guys can really see how quick this can be. But that also requires me not to be an idiot and do that, like just straight up jumping on the ceiling and junk here. So let's go ahead and do this. Boop. Go over here. Oh, they didn't release the gate in time, so that kind of sucks, but can't really do much about that. Go ahead and hit this. Use this here. Pop this on off. We should have at least our charge. Bop, slap into this. I didn't prop that in time, so that is gonna suck. But go ahead and tap this, and the damage just kicks in, bro. It's so cool. But oh my god, 34-second clear, bro, is insane. So I'm probably gonna have on the title as a 35 clear, because 30-second clear, I don't know whether the game glitched or whatever happened, but that was freaking insane to at least have there. So 35-second clears now can be done, and this is freaking insane, at least insanity to see. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that like button with your forehead and consider subscribing if you are new. I do daily videos all the time on 7DS, and we're only going to continue. This crap is awesome. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.